What's up? This is your captain. Einstein 123. Here to do a character review for Shinji Hirako. And this is of course his actual Sanpakuto. For those of you who actually remember that I got this Sanpakuto as an early birthday gift last year. So first things first. The first time we ever actually meet Shinji is at the I shouldn't say meet him. First time we see him, he kind of comes in the same way Rukia did. That's at the start of the Avanka arc. You know, but the difference is of course that he appeared upside down. Now that was a huge hint to his what his Sanpakuto Sakanande does. And what it does is that it reverses all directions. Up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. You know, the first time he ever used his Shikai was on Aizen. And he was the first person, the first character during that entire fight to actually wound Aizen. And that was a big thing. That was a huge thing. Because Aizen was wrecking everyone. But as soon as Shinji said, "Collapse," Sakanande, and then it took the shape that it takes. And Shikai, I don't have the Shikai. I just have the sealed. So I don't even know how to even get the Shikai. Unless I actually make it, but I don't have the resources. But anyway, before he was forced to qualified by Aizen. He was captain of Squad 5 with Aizen as his lieutenant. You know, then of course the events that took place during the Pendulum Walk. Shinji states that he knew about Aizen since he was in his mother's womb. That's why he chose. That's why Shinji chose Aizen specifically, just so Shinji can keep an eye on him. because he knew something, because he was up to something. he knew, but nonetheless, it still backfired in his face. He was forced to undergo holographication. Then, of course, with the help of Kisuke, Tessai, and Wixie, they all managed to escape with their lives. Then I'm guessing, as over the next 100 years, Shinji and the other advisors, they learned how to control their actual holographication. Before we actually saw Shinji's Shikai, the first time we actually see him fight is actually against Lim Chao, and this is actually this is when Lim Chao was actually missing an arm, and Shinji he displayed being able to actually use a Seto. He just was holding out his sword, and the beam formed right at his knuckle, and it fired. And basically to gauge how powerful Shinji is, and I don't think it honestly matters that Lim Chao, he was already severely hurt because he was fighting Ichigo while Ichigo was using his mask. Plus, also he was missing an arm, but the only thing Shinji was using was, of course, his mask, his actual sealed Sapato, non-Shikai, non-Bankai, just his mask. He did file a Seto, but he still pushed Grimmjow into almost releasing his resurrection. Shinji pushed Grimmjow that far that he was going to go all out on Shinji, and basically he had yet to actually reveal his Shikai at that time. He saved it for Aizen, which that is perfectly fine because if he actually really did use it, then it would get back to to him. I was like, oh, so that's what his Sanpakuto does. That's useful. So basically, Shinji knew that. But yeah, anyway, when it comes to the Vizards, Shinji he's more or less the actual leader, even though he already, does actually boss around Shinji, but that's just her personnel. That's just who she is. But the thing is, more or less, Shinji is definitely the actual he is the de facto leader of the actual Vizards at the time, at least. Shinji, he's one of the three Vizards that actually got to return to the Soul Society to fulfill their previous ranks as captains. Rose and Kensei were the others. But of course, at the end of the manga, we of course see Lisa. She is dead too. So I would assume now the facto leader that's of the Vizards is of course now Love, but the only Vizards that are left in the world of the living are of course Love, Hachi, and Hiyori. I think that's it. I think that they are the only ones that then return to the Soul Society. But I'm sure that they had the actual chance, especially Love, because he was captain of Squad 7, which of course was taken over by Tetsuzamon. But I'm getting off whack. So okay, we know what Shinji's Sanpakuto was. Well, we know what Shikai does, but we never got his Bankai. Now there are of course theories that are out there. There's actually a theory I actually believe made Tekken. He actually made one. But But the only thing that we can actually hope, the only thing we can hope for is that it 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 is that it is that there's a light novel written in the future that does showcase Shinji's Bankai Kubo. He just finally gives in, waits out a few data books, and just tells us and shows us what Shinji's Bankai looks like and also actually does, and gives us an example. I hope so. But Shinji, he is my favorite. He's my favorite out of the Vizards. He's definitely my favorite. His actual Sanpakuto ability is very unique. It is of course an optical it's an optical illusion. It's not complete hypnosis like Aizen's Soigetsu, but it's still very effective. Very effective. Like Shinji said, the more used, the more used you are to actually fighting a sun, actual way, the more you are conditioned to actually fight that way. So getting the changes right in your actual head is harder and harder. So that's pretty much how Shinji, he actually ended up wounding Aizen. It was a fairly small cut, but still. One thing that I hate, especially with the final arc, is that all of the times Shinji showed up, he was of course choosing his Shikai, he was being his smug self, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. He was telling his power, I mean, in a way, it doesn't make much of a difference with his actual power. You can explain your power, but with a power like that, it really doesn't make a difference. But still, you don't do that. But every single time Shinji showed up, well, anytime any of the Vizards showed up, they got shat on. Sensei and Rose the most, but still, Shinji had so many opportunities to utilize his Bankai, utilize his Shikai to his fullest potential, but he didn't. And Shinji's Bankai is one of the Bankais I really wanted to see besides Shunsui and Kisuke's. But at the end of the day, I have to assume Kubo just couldn't think of actual way to bring Sakanande into Bankai, because it would be way too OP. It would be way too overpowered. There would have to be a huge discrepancy that's in using it. That's why he didn't show. That's why he didn't show that Bankai. That's why he didn't show probably Shin's Bankai. Probably also why we never actually saw Hizuru Kira's Bankai. Because how the hell did you take Wabisuke into Bankai? Honestly, how? Same thing with Shinji's Sakanande. How do you take that into Bankai? You know, like I said, of course, daily videos out there. There's mine. There's Tekkings. I'm sure other Bleach fans who are also on YouTube. They probably made their own videos as well. But I did go off topic a few times, and I'm sorry about the extra noise that's outside. I'm living right next to the highway, so I'm sorry to any of you who are actually wearing headphones, with headphones. Sorry, but yeah, like I said, Shinji, when it comes to the Vizards, he's definitely my favorite. He's he was definitely the de facto leader. That was of course until he was able to take his rightful place back as Squad 5 captain, and he stayed Squad 5 captain up until the final two chapters of the manga. So yeah, give me your thoughts, comments, concerns. What are your thoughts? That's on Shinji Hirako. Do you like him? Do you hate him? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all I have to say for this actual video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with your friends. This is your captain, Einstein 123, sign out. Peace.